Pisces, how you getting on? So we are here to do your 15th until the 31st, but it's actually 16th today. I'm actually running behind a little bit, so I've actually purchased the Moment Before Tarot. I really haven't used it that much, so I thought just as an extra, we will look into the Moment Before just to see what's happened with Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Show me the Moment Before. Show me the Moment Before with Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Pisces, the fish. Fishy. I just said fishing. Fishing for a Dream. That was a good song by Termin Breaks, but Fishing for a Dream. Some kind of like dream. Show me Pisces, what happened before. Pisces, Venus. Okay, so wow, you just landed a job and you grabbed it with both hands pretty much. So the opportunity of a lifetime came where you said, I am not letting this one go. So if you relate this to your love life, there was someone that came back into your life and it was golden. Golden opportunity, and you took it. You held it with both hands. Something's being held now. Someone's maintaining their structure and their balance. Okay, I keep hearing maintenance and maintaining something. Maintenance. A maintenance man also, or medicine man, looking into medicines, but also grasping everything with both hands. So I think that you got that job opportunity. If you was looking for one, you got it. Whatever it was you were seeking, Pisces, you pretty much got it. So you got an offer and it was on the table. Okay, so you got Leo. Okay, Leo. So Leo can more than likely came back into your life to give an opportunity for you two to reconcile. Okay, you probably also had a job as well, but I think that there was someone that said something that caused someone to take an offence. Okay, you've got 8 and 7, 8 and 7. So this feels like you had a lot of tidying up to do through these cards. Sorry, I haven't seen this one at all. I haven't seen most of them. But someone didn't see you in a relationship or something. Someone wanted to see you put more effort into the relationship, I think. Okay, or that they wanted to see you put more effort into. I think you was putting effort into your work, because Pentacles to me will always mean jobs. So you was putting the effort into the relationship, but I think that you was putting it into your work. Okay, and what caused this kind of like someone to probably lash out a little bit is that that because you was focused on your work, okay, that you got a job opportunity and you took it, and now you're waiting to get paid also. But you've also got this Leo energy where someone felt intimidated. Okay, this person here in this card felt intimidated. Okay, so there's some kind of like intimidation of working like a lot, like I'm working a lot, and this person felt intimidated by approaching you to say something. Okay, but I feel like they came back for some reason. They came back. I think this is a lot to do with your work. I think that there was a lot of tidying up around the house and the home, and I think that things were getting a little probably cluttered, but this person had that courage because they loved you and they want to be with you. Okay, some of you, the person that gave you this job opportunity was an actual Leo, and that would be your boss. That would probably be in their chart. Okay, what happened before with Pisces? Show me what happened before. The Moment Before with Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Because this will pretty much show you what's just happened, really. I'm not sure how far back I can see through these cards yet, because they're not quite in tune with me or vice versa. Let's see. What happened with Pisces? Show me what happened with Pisces. I feel an investment that you've invested into something that you're waiting to get paid on as well. Like you could have different projects and things that you want to do, but you're investing. I think that you are now, I think some of this is coming through as now, that you're investing into this relationship. Some of you, I am hearing an investigation of something. Okay, financially, like an investigator to do with money. Or also hold laundering. Who's laundering money? Because this feels like a washing line of someone laundering. Okay, don't ask me why. If the messages are not coming through, then for you, then they're not. But I did hear laundering because someone seems to be cleaning up some kind of like financial worry as well. Okay, what happened with Pisces? What happened with Pisces? Show me the moment before with Pisces. Show me the moment before with Pisces. Thank you. Wow, so that you definitely had an encounter with someone, Knight of Wands. So you had children also on your mind, or this person did, okay? Or there might have been some kind of like movement where this person will definitely be living with you. So if you're not relating this to your love life, this would definitely mean that you've got children, okay? And they will definitely live in the same place that you do with the Ten of Wands, okay? So there was a lot of work in order for you to put into probably... because some of you felt intimidated, and that would mean that you're a Pisces with Leo in your chart more than likely, okay, if you're not specifically dealing with a Leo. I think that some of you do have Leo in your chart, and that you probably felt intimidated maybe by how much money that someone had. It could be the child, okay, so this could be a mother that fears something to do with money, okay, because this would have been what happened before. But I feel like you grasped a job at the same time, and then it calmed this strength lion. it calmed the lion down. The lying? I heard the lying down. Lying down. Lying down? I'm not sure why lying down. I think someone felt put down or put out. That was it. I think someone felt put out through the relationship, because you was focused on this new job opportunity that you got and that you took, and that it also required a lot more of your time than what you maybe have given to a Leo. And the Leo may have taken an offence to that, because you were... because I'm picking up laundering, right? But I'm picking up like laundry, where someone does someone's laundry all the time, and they're doing someone's laundry, and they got intimidated slightly by probably another person that would also be a parent or someone in this mixture that felt intimidated because they wanted to remain loyal to oneself. And because Leo is fixed, okay, they can be very loyal and independent to themselves, okay? So because of that, I felt like there was a lot of clutter around the home here, because they would be living with you with the Ten of Wands, okay, and there would have been a lot of clutter. So if they just moved in with you, okay, they probably moved out for a brief moment in your energy. And I think that what that was is because there was a lot of clutter around the home, that someone's tidying up a lot, meaning that there's a lot of tidying. Someone was very tidy orientated, and I think that it may have intimidated someone because they wanted to be independent. But I'm also picking up through laundry, okay, laundry, like someone's laundry, or someone wants to open a laundrette, because I'm picking up a laundrette, or Margarita, or eater, because this is eating something. I think it was kind of like mark my words or eat my words. I think someone like ate their words because you drawed your focus back to work. But I keep picking up this laundry, and it was something to do with like you were focused on your work, your home and everything else. And I'm picking this up as like this person probably getting intimidated by a parent or like a mother, and that they wanted to tidy things up themselves, okay, but they would definitely be living with you. But then it feels like that you had this amicable discussion between both of you, this Ten of Wands, okay, in order to settle things down, to talk to one another more amicably in order to be able to continue, okay, because this is going to continue. It's continuing on, okay. So it feels like there was... I'll still stick with that. I think it's bog standard, to be honest, Pisces, that you got a job offer, okay, that you took it, that you are now investing more into the family as well. So if you're without a partner altogether, there's a good chance that you've got options, okay? But if you're without a partner, then this is really going to relate to just your family life, okay? Where you took your job offer and now you're investing more into the family. And your two family members could be a Leo here, could have Leo, but Aries or Sagittarius or Aries, and then a strong Leo. So the strong Leo is trying to hold things together, okay? And I think before that, they was trying to hold the relationship together with you, to live with you, meaning they're going to have to learn to live with everything that happens within your family dynamics too. And because of that, I think that they got intimidated by another person that could be in your energy that can be a child, also, okay, or a parent, but a person. And because of that, they wanted to do this tidy up. I think that they see someone as like obsessive cleaning. I don't know why, a cleaning, or it was something to do with cleaning, like a company of clean easy, or cleaning, or something was easy, but not easy. It's kind of like learning to be in a relationship, okay, because you have a lot of newness here. This can also mean a 1, that it was fresh and it was new. Some of you had news from a child that they just delivered a job or so, or they actually delivered a child as well, and you may be now a grandparent for some. But that message can come through from one of the parents of you or your person that is becoming a grandparent. That's coming through as well. Because this can be a child, but it can also be a brother as well. Let's see. So they wanted me to take those. Okay, so the sun, so definitely a lot to do with just your family cycle. If you are, the sun will always represent your family and your cycle of newness. Okay, so you then had the 4 and then the 5. Okay, so they could just be second-hand cards that really kind of came out, but it was a lot to do with family. It was a lot to do with trying to find a common ground that you can actually stable yourself as a family member first. So I think that if there was separation, it really happened so the person can find themselves again. Definitely, okay. They probably went back for a period of time in order to visit their family. Okay, they went back to another family. Okay, or they went back to work again. Okay, but that would be if there was separation, they went back to visit their family. You can look at it this way, Pisces. Okay, they went back to get a firm ground footing and to stabilize themselves a little bit more. One, either financially for some of you, that they went back to financially support themselves or their children, because that's also coming through. Okay, so that would relate to obviously you if you've got children, or your children went back to their person for their, because that's coming through as well. Sorry, I'm trying to stick to one timeline, Pisces. But like I said, I think that this person went back to their family to find their footing, okay, to find their footing. They just went back for a brief moment in order to realise that they couldn't live without you, because they didn't want to be put out, because they felt as if they were being put out, because you were focused on your job and your family, and they felt put out by your energy, okay? But I think that they return, well, there are other returns now, and they're living with you because you've got the sun. But for a brief moment of before, I think that they went back because they felt put out also by something that you had on that was more important, that could have either been work or your family situation, or trying to regain your structure and your footing of work. And because of this job, because you was concentrated on earning more money, this can have so much money within the 5 of Pentacles, okay, but you probably just want more. So you were focused on your work and your family and things that make you go, and good. This is also the snowflake condition. This is where things happen again after a brief period of time. It just so happened that I got the same job offer as what happened a year and a half ago, okay, and it just landed straight on my feet, and what do you know, I've just got a promotion, or I've gone back to work now, okay? Gone back to work. If you wasn't at work, you landed a job, you received it, and now you're back at work. But the energy caused some kind of this person needing to go back to their family to seek advice, and also probably talk to them about money, right? Now that was either to launder, I keep saying laundry, Ronda Rousey, or Ronda. I think they got aroused as well by your energy whilst you were separated. This is an arousal, okay? This is an arousal. And I also think there was something that was going on in their family that they witnessed, and they mirrored that back, and then they came back into your energy, learning a lot about loyalty, that family are very loyal to them also, okay? So I was picking up on more, sorry, Pisces, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3, okay? So there you go. So 3 of coins is work was in the way. Three of Coins is work that was in the way slightly. Okay. Sorry, let me just see. Yeah, because you were studying and you were learning something and you were standing up for your dreams and what you wanted to do. But Three of Pentacles for me would always be about what you're studying and focused on, which is 3. So your 3 can be family and things like that too. But I'll come off that reading because it's generalized as that kind of like happened. But I heard, I'll stick with that one just briefly, Pisces. It was something to do also with laundry, which is like washing and tidying and stuff like that. Okay, but also money. Because you were focused on money, they felt the distance in the relationship of feelings. That your feelings were focused on money, their feelings were focused on you, but because you took back your power to focus on your dreams, they had to go back to their family to seek a firm footing to understand what that was if they've now entered back into your life. Okay? Okay, Pisces. So if that does resonate with you, please make sure that I don't feel like I'm going mad and that really did relate to you, and leave a comment. I really would appreciate it. And please don't forget to go past and actually hit the like button. That really would help me out so much if you can hit the like button, okay? Leave a comment or share, or also hit the bell. That also really does help me out. Okay, so we look now into your 15th, and then we continue on the timeline right up until the 31st of January, okay? So Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. And I'm going really cold, Pisces. Like, I'm going goosebumps. There's something about goosebumps. Bumping into someone. Let's see. Wow. Sorry, I just need a second. I've just suddenly got this, like, indigestion feeling. And I don't get indigestion, okay, in the stomach area. And it just got hot. Someone got a bun in the oven. Sorry. This can be a pregnancy, okay? Because I'm feeling like this indigestion. Sorry, I hope you don't get bored and you just want to go with it a second, Pisces. But I'm getting this this warm feeling in my stomach and goosebumps, okay? And I'm picking up that there was something to do with a pregnancy in your family. And if it isn't you and you don't know about it, but you know, then it happened in their family. And it was to do with a Leo. And it would have been their brother or sister that found out some news about their family. That's what they were trying to tell me. Sorry, I was just starting to see loads from these cards. I quite like them. I haven't used them really. But they went back to their family and they realised that there was some kind of dynamic that was going on about a pregnancy in the family. And it was something to do with either someone, hopefully not lost a child, but they had news about a possible pregnancy in that when they went back home, and they had a discussion with their family member. Okay, it doesn't have to be Leo, but it would be their family, and they had a discussion about their brother or sister, about waiting on some news about this delivery. They're also waiting on a delivery service, like a delivery of a package, a delivery. But I'm picking up like a pregnancy of delivery, that they went back and realised that their parent or something to do with their brother or sister or friend even, that found out some news about them delivering something, or that their friend or brother had a job offer. So if you know about that, please make sure that you also leave a comment. Sorry, because I'm when I start getting cards out, I really channel and. Let's see, so from the 15th until the 31st. So there you go, so the page again. So they are here, this person's here, but this would also be children. So if you're not looking at it as a relationship, this is to do with your kids, okay? But it would also be to do with like messages that are there, and also sex. So you've got Scorpio, so there's definitely a difference of opinion between children and a Scorpio. So if you have kids and they're not getting on very well with Scorpio, there's definitely some conflict there, because the Hierophant isn't in this picture as well as what it isn't through this deck either, but it's not here, okay? But the Hierophant's not there. So it feels like the person wasn't or isn't there to do with 5 or so that would stand in the way of here. So that would be to do with, like, you might have a complete different opinion with a Scorpio energy, okay? But this is also like a rebirth of the situation also, okay? So if you are in a very good standing with your partner, you're learning to compromise by maintaining your stance and your energy, because this is an awakening of a new beginning, a fresh start healing some kind of like family wounding as well to do with Scorpio fire sign. Okay, but they came out the other way. You see, I don't know why I put them down like that, because it feels like the march, the death march, some kind of like march, some kind of like march. Oh, March! Happy birthday, Pisces, coming up for February. Okay, so I will do you guys a special reading for that one. But I'm hearing like a march. In March, something is going to happen in March to do with a child being born in March. This is someone being born, reborn again. Something is being reborn again, okay? Hopefully nobody lost a child, because I'm picking this up more of to do with being reborn, okay? Being reborn, and that would be a child. So your children could well be pregnant. And that's also coming through as their brother or sister here. But that would be if you know, okay? But fire sign, Leo, okay? So they probably went back here to wait on some kind of news here, and there it was. They went back here, but now they're back into your life to heal something, to rest. Put something to rest. Let's see, Pisces. Continue on this reading now, please, up until the 31st of January for Pisces. Continue on the same timeline up until the 31st of January. So because we've just gone past, I think this is just now starting to happen, where there's rebirth. There's a birth in the family, a birth, because I keep picking up a birth, yeah, of a child. There you go. You've got like two different options. A lot of you are single, and you've got two different options to, this can be to do with work also, to rest on. There's two children here, and there's two lots of messages. One is going to be about sex and going out on a date. The other one is going to be a complete stable offer also to do with your job, where you may look after children. Okay, this person is really caring to their children, and they're looking out for their child as well. Okay, so, but it's right between the death card. So it's telling me that there's a rebirth of the situation. Because there seems to be like two kids that are being pulled apart because of this Scorpio energy. So if there is like a dynamic that's there now, okay, then this Scorpio energy can well be between families. Okay, it's coming between families, whatever this death card ends up being. So continue on this reading, please, for Pisces up until the 31st. Oh dear. Oh dear, Pisces. Wow, you've got a lot of children. This is Pisces. This is 3, okay? So if you are watching this for your love life and it's not going very well, it's heartbreaking, okay? If it isn't, then this 3 is work is also in the way, okay? Now, that's not a breakup, that's trying to mend something. Someone's trying to mend something to do with their kids, because you've got 3 children here, 3 children, or 3 brothers or 3 sisters. But there's 3 there and there's 3 there, okay? Because you wouldn't offer here and here to the 3 of Swords unless you wanted to heal something and mend something. So someone's trying to mend this 3 of Swords. So you might be trying to mend this 3 of Swords through whatever happened with this death card. Whatever happened, you're trying to mend it. Let's see, continue on with Pisces reading up until the 31st of January. Thank you. So you've got the 6 of Swords again. 6, 7, 8, 9. Rest. Someone is that this is all to do with children. This is all to do with your family. It's really just saying that. So I don't know where your love life is. If your love life's just your love life and it's just like going good, then these messages are really going to be more for Pisces that has a lot to do with their kids. Okay, and it's trying to find a common ground, but there needs to be movement. Because here, you see, I will also say this. Check on your Aries. Check on your, because we've gone to 2020, make sure that you check on your personal year number. That's a healing year number, just like your life path, but you'll experience a lot about that during your healing year number, okay? So, but you can find that all over the internet on how to find that. But Aries, you see, standing up for one's rights. Standing up for one's rights. This is a lot to do with court. This is going to be the decision that the Crown Court, because you came up also in different readings as well. This can be, if people don't know what the Crown Court is, that I did explain on Patreon, it's a lot to do with the highest court. The highest court, that's where there would be a sentence, okay? So there's some kind of sentence that someone wants to speak, but someone's definitely said something, okay, but a sentence. Because it's heading towards, here, Aries, whatever that is, it's all heading towards this decision of this Aries that's going to be finalised. Okay? Something finalised. To move away from this Three of Swords. If this is causing a lot of conflict, I think you're moving away, because you are. Progression of 3 to 6. So you're moving towards an Aries for a lot of you. But a lot of this is going to be the person of your ex, and that's one of these three. If your ex is a Pisces and you're a cross watcher and you are the Aries that's watching it, or your ex is obviously the Aries and you have children with them, and those signs can be anywhere in their chart, but there's a definite involvement between an ex-partner that you have kids with, and it could be a Scorpio or Aries, and you have children with them. Now, that can be 2 children or 3. Some of you, it's 3 kids. Fire sign, earth sign, water sign. And it's pulling them apart, and that's why you're moving on with your life. 6, back towards an Aries that can be, well, it's the masculine. That happens to be in my Jupiter. So make sure that you check your Jupiter signs as well as your descending signs. They really do, they really can be different messages. Also, your moon and rising, if these are not relating to you, check on those too. That's why I do in-depth readings, to give you as much as I can. So let's see. So, oh, wow, again, the page. This is all to do with someone that's going through it with their children. This is 4 children. 4 kids. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 children. That's, I just heard ducks in the row. Ducks in the row. Because this is like row your boat. I don't know. But everything's in a row. Someone's putting everything in a row of something. Or the name Roe. Monroe. Marilyn Monroe. She was actually a life path number 7. But Marilyn or Monroe or Montreal. Montreal? I'm hearing Montreal. Sorry, let me just have a drink, Pisces. This is the child court. This is to do with the... So, I will also say in the UK, it goes through child custody. I'm hearing child custody, but I'm also hearing... You can come in. Sorry, I'm just talking to my girlfriend. Hello. All right. Happens to be a Leo.
All right, guys.
All right. This is child custody as well, that some people might be going to court for a child custody, to seek custody of your children, and you could well be going to court for that, okay? Or they're going to try and seek custody of the children. And that's what's painful. That some of them listen to your ex-partner and some of them don't. And it's causing a wedge between... what reading did I mention that in? Sorry, Pisces, I don't mean to drag your reading out, but I mentioned that in the Scorpio and also Cancerian reading. Okay, I think it was. But there was a lot to do with this court situation, okay? Because you have to take children out of the equation, and you have to, well, you don't have to, but normally when someone doesn't give up and you don't give up, the children get involved, okay, relentlessly, because you argue, your partner argues, or your ex argues, and the children are just like innocent parties that are getting involved in between you two arguing about them. Okay, so the way that you dissolve an argument is by compromise. And if you cannot compromise with your other partner and it's gone on for a very long time, the best thing to do is to say, okay, you win, have whatever it is that you like, because then they will all play out their karma and you will notice a lot about yourselves, and you'll be able to go forward yourselves to show strength and leadership here through Aries reading, through Aries Emperor energy, to guide, okay, to progress from 1 to 12, okay. So I'm also hearing 12th house in Aries as well for some of you, okay. Or that would be your masculine side, your yin and your yang, okay. But also, that's very harsh for people, you know, and that's not easy news for anyone to actually hear or do, because everyone would say, well, I'm not giving up my children, I'm just willing to fight with this person till the end of time here. Till the end of time, I will keep fighting them, and I'll keep fighting them because I love my children, and so will they, or they won't, or they will, or they won't, and they will, and they won't. Okay, I'm also hearing a will as well, something to do with money involvement, to do with a will, okay, that got changed, maybe, okay, but because of that, you will constantly have that for years and years and years and years and years. If that has gone on for that amount of time, you can end up showing leadership by being independent and a strong person, because if the person you are going through a tough time with, if they are very like a person that will manipulate energy, and you have gone through like a big cycle, 31 on the clock, okay, they will prove themselves to the children to be irresponsible if they are completely irresponsible. The children will learn that themselves, they will apologise to you, they will see that you're the bigger person, and then you'll be able to move forward with your life or them following your guidance, okay? So that's down to individual structure, but that is pretty much how I would see it. I don't have children myself, so I couldn't possibly begin to say how difficult that would be for someone to do. But me, that's what guidance I would say, okay? But definitely to do with, like, you could work with children here, okay? But you've got a lot of kids. There's a lot of kids here, a lot of kids. And you're standing up. If you work for children and you work for the public or something, you're standing up, okay? Standing up to be people that they look up to, okay? Look up to. Because there's definitely someone here to look up to, but there's also someone that's being looked down on as well. Because this is down, you know, this is down, okay? And this is up, down and up. So you could have a descendant, maybe, in Scorpio, and a rising in Aries for some of you. Can be any. Let's see. So we're going to go on with continue with the rest of your reading, and then these are just channeled messages of guidance. When I go on to the other side, that's when it goes back to a normality kind of reading. Still channel some if you like, well, if it comes through, but we just take everything back to a normal kind of reading. But generally, you're going to be talking to someone a lot, okay? Work is also going to be very much there, but you're very much going to be standing, well, this Emperor definitely is going to be standing up within their rights to do that, okay? Because you will not stop an Emperor from being an Emperor, because it's the most major arcana here, apart from the Death card. But this is the strongest. You see, strong and weak, because I'm picking up fixed, but Aries is not a fixed sign, but it's a cardinal sign. So it's a progression, but extremely slowly. Someone wants to take... You might want to take something slowly. Or they're taking something away from you slowly. Slowly. There's 3. These 2 children are caught between this rock and a hard place of 3, you see? A decision. But that'll still be your karma. Okay, but we will go over to the other side, Pisces. You can find the link to all of your extended readings if you want to join, which is Patron. You can find that link below. If you want a personal reading, you can find that also under the email. And any other website that I run is also there, guys. And then we'll continue on with the timeline up until the 31st to see how this is going to progress through. If it hasn't happened, check back on your readings, because you will think that it's one thing, but it could well be another. And if it doesn't relate to your story, normally if you check back on a reading, that's your future prediction. You know, you didn't know it was coming and it started to happen, okay? So you can also meet a lot of new people on your travels here. If you're traveling or anything like that, you can meet a lot of different people, okay? Because you could have a lot of different options, because there's a lot of newness here as well, okay? All right, guys, thanks very much, and I'll hopefully see you on the other side on Patreon. Okay, Pisces, thanks.